All right, welcome everybody. It is David Thomas. I got Mr. Jay Woolwine with me as always. We are shooting your Tuesday dose of motivation, inspiration, and um, education. There we go. I was like,
Education.
what was my first shun word?
What are we
Education.
doing? What are we doing here?
Exactly. It's been a busy few days, but I hope everybody gets value out of these. We jump on here to help you become a better version of yourself. All right. So sometimes, like last week, we talked about trading mindset. Today, we're going to be talking about really just kind of a personal development topic. All right. So we do these so you can become a better version of yourself, which makes you more apt to reach your goals. It actually make you a better trader, make you a better father, make you a better wife, all of the above, right? It's just helps you become more efficient and a better person. So today we're going to be talking about motivation versus dedication. All right. Motivation it's such an interesting thing. It feels like this magical burst of energy, and it gets you moving. Like when you hear an inspiring speech or you watch like a great movie or like Braveheart or something like that, right? Or even read a motivational quote. It's this spark, it ignites inside of you and suddenly you feel unstoppable. But the thing is that spark won't last. It never does, right? It fades. It's normal. It won't last forever. And that's why I think motivation is a little overrated. And if you don't have the dedication to back it up, dedication is that steady, reliable, it's that force that keeps you going, even when that motivational spark is gone. So, Jay, what do you think?
I, I agree 100%. It's it's like motivation is great for getting you going, right? But it's not reliable, right? It's like a firework, right? Have you ever like lit a firework and then it goes down and you're waiting and waiting and it goes like nothing happens, right?
All right.
So it's exciting at first, but a lot of them are quick to fizzle out, right? It's just like motivation, right? Dedication, however, it creates long-term results, right? So when I think about like the things that I've actually stuck with over time, it's not because I was motivated every day, right? It's because I had a goal, right? I had made a commitment to myself, and that commitment, that dedication, is what really carried me through to those moments when I had to make a decision, right? Am I going to do this or not? Am I going to get my crap done? Just push it. And motivation is nowhere to be found when you're feeling like that, right? That's why you need to have those goals and those, uh, you need to have those goals, right? To be dedicated, right? And without that dedication, motivation is useless.
Yeah, exactly. I feel too many people rely on motivation and they're just waiting for that energy to get started. But the truth is, you don't need to feel motivated to get things done. You just need to show up, put in the work. We talk about that a lot in our community. Put in the work, right? Do the work. No matter how you feel. There's days where you're going to be tired. There's days where you're going to be, you just had a fight with your wife or your husband or something, and you're ornery or whatever, right? Successful people, whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, they're not waiting for motivation. No matter how they feel, they go and they get it done. They rely on their dedication to keep them consistent, right? It's in that daily grind, the monotonous things, the little decisions that keep going where the real progress is going to be made. That's the secret that most people overlook.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about consistency, right? Motivation might help you get going, but the dedication is what really keeps you moving forward when that motivation wears off, right? The excitement has faded, right? And I've noticed that the more disciplined that I am, the less I really think about motivation, right? I don't have to get fired up, right? It's already a fire that's burning in there, right? And it's like building muscles, right? The more you practice dedication, the stronger it becomes, right? And you're right about the grind, right? Those moments when you push through one of those obstacles, even when you don't feel like it, right? That's where the growth really happens, right? When you push through, and it's about making dedication your default mode, right? That's who you are, right? It's not motivation.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, too, is when you stay dedicated, motivation is there as a result, right? You're motivated to be dedicated and consistent and get that done. Like, have you ever forced yourself to start something that you weren't really that excited about, but once you got going, but you got into a flow, you got motivated, and things just kept going. Before you know it, you'd worked for an hour long and it felt like you just started, right? And that's what I think people miss, is that dedication creates momentum. Momentum sparks motivation, but you can't just sit around and wait for the spark. You have to take action. Dedication is what builds the foundation for success. Motivation might visit, but dedication is going to stay.
Yeah, I've definitely felt that before. It's like when you make yourself start a workout that you're hating, right? Like, and they say it like for runners, right? Getting your shoes on is easy, but the hardest part is getting out the door, right? So it's the same thing. Like when you have a workout you're dreading, and halfway through, like you feel fine, right? You feel better. You forget about how you felt before. You're not dreading it anymore because you've gotten over that hump, right? And that's motivation coming from the act of being dedicated, right? And I think people overestimate how much motivation they need to do something, right? They if you rely on it, you'll only act when you have it, right? When that condition feels perfect, right? I'm not motivated right now. So then you use it as an excuse almost, right? So dedication though, it puts you in control, right? It's empowering because it's a choice, not a feeling, right? It's not how I feel right now. It's because this is who I am. I'm dedicated to this goal, right? And that choice builds habits. And those habits become the engine that keeps you moving forward no matter how you feel.
Exactly. I mean, the more you stick to a routine, the less you even think about motivation. It becomes about showing up because you've made a commitment to yourself. Now, I think people don't realize that, it's kind of freeing. It's empowering to not rely on motivation. When you know you're going to do the work no matter what, like I'm going to get this done, it takes the pressure off of waiting to feel inspired. And honestly, the satisfaction that comes from staying dedicated, it's a lot better and a lot longer lasting, a lot deeper than it is that kind of fleeting burst of motivational energy.
Yeah. And that's a good point. Motivation feels great in the moment, but it's not what builds your confidence, right? Dedication does that, right? Every time you follow through, you're proving to yourself that you're capable, right? Even on the hard days, right? And that's what builds momentum, right? And eventually motivation, right? So it's not about chasing inspiration. It's about creating a process that provides it, right? That process that works. When you trust that process and stay consistent, the results take care of themselves. And that's the mindset that we try to focus on.
Exactly. It's about flipping the script, really. Instead of thinking, I need to feel motivated to act, you think, I need to act and the motivation will follow. Dedication is what allows you to weather those ups and downs, the good days, the bad days. It's not always glamorous, but it's what will get you to the finish line, right? Motivation lights the spark, but dedication is what keeps that fire burning. And that's where the real power is.
Yeah, absolutely. And dedication is the backbone of success, right? Motivation might help you dream big, right? But the dedication is what turns those dreams into reality, right? It's what keeps you grounded when that excitement wears off, and what pushes you to keep going when the going gets tough, right? And I think that the key to understanding that is that you don't need to feel motivated to succeed, right? You just need to show up, stay consistent, put in the work, trust the process, and that's what we're going to be focusing on more and more in our lives.
Absolutely. So just remember, it's not about motivation, it's about dedication. And it's not about, waiting for something to get started. Just act. Whatever the next step is towards your goal, act on it. And that dedication, the motivation, it will follow. All right. So we get value out of this today. We appreciate you as always tuning in every Tuesday around this time. So God bless, and we'll see you back next week.
See you guys.
Bye.